I recently moved from Vietnam to Germany after marrying my husband. I left my family, my career, and my whole life behind because I believed in our relationship. A few days ago, I found old messages on one of his old phones. We started dating in September 2024. He told me he had already moved on from his ex. However, they were still talking, planning to meet, and he even flew to another country to see her. At the time, his best friend, who is now also my friend, knew everything and covered for him, so I wouldn't find out. I discovered that in March 2025, while we were already in a committed long-distance relationship, he met up with his ex, and they most likely slept together. I also found messages from May 2025 showing that he met her again and was trying to convince her to get back together with him and have a serious relationship. One of those times happened while I was visiting him in Germany from Vietnam, around my birthday. I thought we were building a future together, but he was still pursuing someone else. I don't know whether they stayed in contact after that because the messages on that phone end there. I'm trying not to make assumptions, but it's hard not to wonder. She rejected him. Eventually, he married me end of 2025 and now live together in Germany. Overall, he's been a supportive husband, but finding this out has completely shaken my trust. Now I can't stop wondering if I was truly his choice, or if I was simply the person he ended up with because she didn't want him. I also can't stop comparing myself to her and questioning whether I'm enough. I haven't confronted him yet because I found out by looking through his old phone, and we normally respect each other's privacy. So for about 15 years, my husband, I will call him H, has been wanting us to get into the swinging lifestyle, and I always said no. I grew up very conservative and in a very controlling household where I was always expected to behave, be the good girl, and I was put down for any mistakes I made, which in turn made me a very shy/introverted person with little confidence. Also, I had a lot of worries of H pushing the lifestyle as being a trap to make it seem like I was cheating, so he could leave me. About a year ago, he made a profile on a swinger website and then told me he did it and we were going to give it a try. I told him I was not happy about it, but he pushed me to give it a try. Me trying to be a good wife went along with it. I was nervous wreck in the first few months due to meetups falling through, people ghosting us, and feeling like I was causing everything to fall apart, and he was aware of all this. He kept saying it will be okay, and let's keep trying. We did meet a couple that we really liked, and it went well, so I decided to keep going in hopes more good would come. There have been several instances where I did not feel comfortable with a couple he wanted to meet, and he pushed it anyways. Two of the couples did not actually meet us, which I was thankful for since I did not want to meet them even though he pushed it. One couple did meet us to play, and as I had expressed to my husband, things did not go well, and I was the one emotionally hurt. My husband decided we should try a threesome with a single guy. Me trying to be adventurous agreed. First time we met for a threesome, it was an okay experience, but the second guy we met, I will call him F, was a ton of fun. I really clicked with him and found him very comfortable to be around. At first, my husband liked him and agreed to meet with him again for a second play date. It was after this that my husband seemed to start having jealous feelings about me wanting to play with F. My husband seemed to overanalyze every text message, and no matter what I said, we would be upset about it. Then a few days later, he would apologize for overreacting to things, but then again a few days later blow up about something else over and over. H swears up and down that I started falling for F, even though I assured him I had no feelings past sexual interest in this guy. It's to the point now that I can barely chat with H without my husband reading what I want to reply with before I send it, and I am very limited on what I can say. I have nothing to hide and gladly hand my phone to him every time he wants to read my conversation with F. Sometimes he hands a phone back with no problem, while others he blows up about something. I really had started to enjoy the lifestyle the past few months before we met F, and meeting people in the lifestyle had started making me feel way more confident in myself. I had actually started to get over my shyness. Now, I am following every rule and restriction the hubby keeps putting in place, but I am starting to feel overly controlled and smothered while still failing at everything I do. I am in the wrong for wanting to keep talking/seeing F, or should I relent to my husband's demands and revert back to how I was? Husband spent 15 years pushing me into the swinging lifestyle despite my reluctance. After finally agreeing, I was anxious at first and often felt pressured into situations I wasn't comfortable with, but eventually I started enjoying it and gained a lot of confidence. Then we met a single guy I clicked with and enjoyed seeing. My husband initially approved, but became increasingly jealous and convinced I was developing feelings, despite me saying it was only sexual. Now he monitors my messages, keeps adding restrictions, and I feel controlled and like I can't do anything right. I'm wondering if I'm wrong for wanting to keep talking to / seeing this guy, or if my husband's demands are reasonable.